Over 60? 4 worst seafoods you should never touch and 4 you must eat. Senior care. Welcome to a video that could change the way you think about seafood, especially if you're over 60. Today, we're diving into the science behind the seafood on your plate, what's harming your health and what's helping it thrive. We'll reveal 4 seafoods you might want to avoid after 60 due to their potential impact on your heart, joints, and energy levels, and 4 others you should consider adding to your diet for their incredible benefits. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment through knowledge. Before we start, let us know where you're watching from in the comments. We're reading and replying to every single one. Now, let's get started with the first seafood to reconsider, especially if you've noticed joint discomfort, high cholesterol, or fatigue. Before we dive into the list, let me share why this topic matters so much. A few years ago, I noticed my energy dipping and my knees aching more than usual. Like many seniors, I turned to seafood, thinking it was the ultimate healthy choice. But after digging into the research, hours spent poring over studies and talking to nutritionists, I realized not all seafood is created equal. Some were quietly sabotaging my health, while others were game changers. Let's make informed choices together. 4. Seafood to avoid. Number 4, squid. Squid might seem like a light, protein-packed option, often gracing menus in calamari rings or gourmet dishes. But for those over 60, it poses risks that aren't immediately obvious. A 3-ounce serving of cooked squid contains about 198 milligrams of cholesterol, which is roughly 65% of the recommended daily intake for adults. As we age, our liver's ability to regulate cholesterol weakens, meaning dietary cholesterol can have a bigger impact on blood levels. A 2021 study in the journal Nutrients found that older adults with higher dietary cholesterol intake had a 43% increased likelihood of arterial stiffness, a precursor to heart issues, and a 31% higher risk of cardiovascular events over 5 years. But cholesterol isn't the only concern. Squid is high in purines, compounds that break down into uric acid in the body. For seniors, whose kidneys may not flush uric acid as efficiently, this can lead to a buildup that crystallizes in joints, causing gout, a painful condition marked by inflammation. According to a 2020 study in the Journal of Gerontology, seniors consuming purine-rich seafood like squid more than twice weekly faced a 54% higher risk of chronic joint inflammation over 2 years. If you've experienced sudden joint pain, swelling, or stiffness, squid might be a hidden culprit. For seniors managing high blood pressure, cholesterol, or arthritis, squid's risks outweigh its benefits. It's not about banning it entirely but making informed choices. If you love squid, consider limiting it to occasional treats and pairing it with anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens. Up next, we'll explore a seafood that's even trickier. It looks like crab but couldn't be further from the real thing. 3. Seafood to avoid. Number 3, imitation crab, surimi. Imitation crab, or surimi, is a staple in sushi rolls, salads, and budget-friendly seafood dishes. It mimics the look and smell of crab, but for seniors, it's a nutritional imposter. Surimi is made from pulverized fish scraps, often pollock, mixed with starches, sugar, salt, and artificial flavorings. This processed blend is far from the wholesome shellfish it pretends to be. The first issue is its impact on blood sugar. A 2020 study in clinical nutrition found that imitation crab triggers a glycemic response similar to white bread due to its high starch content, like tapioca or wheat. For seniors with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes, conditions affecting over 50% of adults over 60, this can cause rapid blood sugar spikes and energy crashes. The same study noted that seniors eating surimi-based products 3 times a week had 2.6 times higher insulin levels than those who avoided them, increasing the risk of metabolic strain. Then there's the sodium. A single serving of imitation crab can pack over 700 milligrams of sodium, nearly a third of the daily limit for seniors. High sodium intake is a known risk factor for hypertension, which becomes more dangerous as arteries stiffen and kidney function declines with age. A 2019 study in the American Journal of Hypertension linked high-sodium processed foods to a 27% increased risk of blood pressure spikes in adults over 60. Additives like monosodium glutamate, MSG, can also trigger headaches or dizziness in sensitive individuals. Imitation crab offers little of the nutritional value found in real shellfish, like omega-3s or trace minerals. It's a calorie-dense, chemical-heavy substitute that tricks seniors into thinking they're eating healthily. Instead, opt for fresh crab or other nutrient-rich seafoods we'll cover later. Next, we'll uncover a seafood that looks innocent but hides a toxic secret. 2. Seafood to avoid. Number 2, scallops. They are often celebrated as a delicate, high-end seafood, seared to perfection in restaurants. But for seniors, they carry a hidden risk that can accumulate over time: cadmium, a toxic heavy metal. Scallops, as filter feeders, naturally concentrate cadmium from their environment, and this metal builds up in their tissue. A 2022 study in toxicology reports found that a modest serving of scallops could deliver up to 1.8 micrograms of cadmium per gram of tissue. For a 70-kilogram senior, eating scallops a few times a week could approach the World Health Organization's safe weekly limit of 7 micrograms per kilogram of body weight. Cadmium is particularly harmful to kidneys, which weaken with age. Over time, it can cause protein leakage in urine, higher blood pressure, and reduced energy. A 2021 study in Environmental Health Perspectives linked chronic low-level cadmium exposure to a 19% decline in kidney filtration rates in adults over 65. For seniors already managing kidney issues or hypertension, this is a significant concern. Scallops also fall short nutritionally compared to other shellfish. They contain minimal omega-3 fatty acids, less than 30 mg of EPA and DHA per 100 grams, compared to oysters, which offer over 500 mg. Omega-3s are critical for brain health, joint flexibility, and inflammation control, areas where seniors need extra support. A 2020 study in neurology found that low omega-3 intake was associated with a 22% higher risk of cognitive decline in older adults. While scallops aren't inherently dangerous, their risks for seniors, cadmium accumulation and low nutritional value, make them a poor choice for regular consumption. Reserve them for special occasions and prioritize seafood with stronger benefits. The next seafood is the most surprising yet. It's a global favorite but a metabolic minefield for seniors. 1. Seafood to avoid. Number 1, shrimp. Shrimp tops our list as the seafood seniors should approach with caution, not because of contamination but due to its natural composition. A 3-ounce serving of shrimp contains about 180 mg of cholesterol, close to 60% of the daily recommended intake. As we age, our arteries lose elasticity, and our livers process fats less efficiently, amplifying cholesterol's impact. A 2021 study in Circulation tracked 8,700 seniors and found that those consuming over 300 mg of dietary cholesterol daily had a 35% higher risk of stroke and a 24% higher risk of heart disease compared to those eating less than 150 mg. Shrimp also contains tropomyosin, a muscle protein that's hard to digest and a leading allergen. A 2020 study in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology reported that 14% of new shellfish allergies in seniors emerged after age 65, often triggered by shrimp. These reactions can range from mild gut inflammation to severe anaphylaxis, worsening conditions like IBS or leaky gut. Another concern is chitin, the indigestible fiber in shrimp shells. Even in clean shrimp, trace fragments remain, potentially causing bloating or intestinal irritation in seniors with slower digestion. A 2019 study in Gut Microbes linked high chitin intake to gut inflammation in older adults with weakened digestive systems. Finally, most shrimp today are farm-raised, often treated with antibiotics like oxytetracycline. A 2022 study in Food Control detected antibiotic residues in 42% of frozen shrimp samples from Southeast Asia, linked to gut microbiome imbalances and metabolic issues in seniors. For those seeking a lean protein, shrimp's risks, high cholesterol, allergens, chitin, and antibiotics, outweigh its benefits. Limit shrimp to occasional meals and explore the nutrient-dense alternatives coming up next. 4. Seafood to eat. Number 4, sea cucumber. It may not be a staple on most dinner plates, but for seniors, it's a nutritional gem that deserves a closer look. This marine animal, often overlooked in Western diets, is packed with compounds that support joint health, skin elasticity, and overall vitality, key concerns for those over 60. Let's dive into the science behind why sea cucumber is a smart addition to your diet. One of its standout features is its rich content of collagen-like compounds and anti-inflammatory nutrients. A 2021 study published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences explored the effects of sea cucumber extract on seniors with joint issues. The results were striking. Participants who consumed sea cucumber daily for 12 weeks reported a 35% reduction in joint pain and a 28% improvement in flexibility. These benefits stem from triterpene glycosides, natural compounds that combat chronic inflammation and protect cartilage, the cushioning tissue in joints that wears down with age. Unlike over-the-counter pain medications, which can irritate the stomach, sea cucumber offers a gentle, natural alternative. Sea cucumber is also a source of chondroitin sulfate, a nutrient commonly found in joint supplements but more bioavailable in its natural form. A 2020 review in Arthritis Research and Therapy noted that chondroitin from marine sources improved joint mobility in seniors by 20% compared to synthetic versions. This makes sea cucumber a powerful ally for those dealing with arthritis or stiff knees, helping to maintain movement and comfort without relying on pills. Beyond joints, sea cucumber supports skin health. Its collagen precursors help maintain skin elasticity, reducing dryness and sagging, common complaints as we age. A 2019 study in Marine Drugs found that seniors consuming sea cucumber showed a 25% improvement in skin hydration over 8 weeks, thanks to its mix of amino acids and minerals like magnesium and zinc. Preparing sea cucumber is simpler than it sounds. Often sold dried, it needs to be rehydrated by soaking in water for 12 to 24 hours. Once softened, simmer it gently in broth or add it to soups with herbs like ginger or garlic. The gelatinous texture signals its collagen content, and a small serving, about 1 ounce, once or twice a week, can deliver noticeable benefits. If you're new to sea cucumber, start with a small portion in a familiar dish to get used to its unique texture. It's not a trendy superfood, but its science-backed benefits make it a must for seniors aiming to stay active and vibrant. 3. Seafood to eat. Number 3, green-lipped mussels. Next up are green-lipped mussels, a lesser-known shellfish from New Zealand that packs a powerful punch for seniors. These mussels are not your average seafood, they contain a rare type of omega-3 fatty acid called eicosaptraenoic acid, ETA, which is more potent than the standard EPA and DHA found in fish oils. This makes them uniquely effective for reducing joint inflammation, a major issue for aging adults. A 2020 study in Nutrients followed seniors who consumed green-lipped mussel extract daily for 12 weeks. The results showed a 42% reduction in joint discomfort and a 35% improvement in physical function, such as walking or climbing stairs. The secret lies in ETA's ability to block the 5-lipoxygenase enzyme, a key driver of inflammation in joints. For seniors with creaky knees or hips, this natural anti-inflammatory can mean less pain and more mobility without the side effects of long-term medication use. Green-lipped mussels are also rich in essential minerals like zinc, selenium, iron, and iodine, which become harder to absorb as we age. Zinc supports immune function, selenium protects cells from oxidative stress, and iodine is critical for thyroid health, which regulates energy and metabolism. A 2018 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that 30% of seniors over 65 have subclinical thyroid issues, often linked to low iodine intake. Just a small serving of green-lipped mussels, about 3 ounces, can provide over 50% of your daily iodine needs, giving your energy levels a natural boost. To enjoy them, steam green-lipped mussels with garlic, parsley, and a splash of lemon juice. Avoid frying or overcooking, as gentle steaming preserves the active compounds. The flavor is slightly sweet and earthy, making it a delicious addition to pasta or soups. If you're looking for a seafood that supports your joints and energy while tasting great, green-lipped mussels are a top choice. But there's another shellfish that's even more nutrient-dense, and it's up next. 2. Seafood to eat. Number 2, oysters. They are often seen as a luxury, but for seniors, they're a nutritional powerhouse that goes far beyond their reputation as an aphrodisiac. Packed with bioavailable nutrients, oysters are like a multivitamin from the sea. Addressing common deficiencies that affect energy, immunity, and bone health after 60. The star nutrient in oysters is zinc. Just 2 medium oysters provide over 100% of the daily zinc requirement for adults. Zinc is critical for immune strength, wound healing, and even cognitive function, yet deficiency is rampant among seniors. A 2021 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that 40% of adults over 60 are zinc deficient, leading to higher infection rates, slower skin repair, and even loss of taste and smell. Oysters deliver zinc in a form your body absorbs easily, unlike many supplements. Oysters also shine for their vitamin B12 content, which supports nerve health and energy metabolism, 2 areas that decline with age. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging showed that seniors with low B12 levels were 73% more likely to experience cognitive decline. A 3-ounce serving of oysters provides more B12 than a large steak, making it a compact way to protect your brain and boost stamina. Another unique benefit is their copper content, which supports collagen formation, red blood cell production, and bone strength. A 2020 European study in Osteoporosis International found that seniors with higher dietary copper intake had an 18% lower risk of fractures over 5 years. Oysters also contain selenium, a mineral that acts as an antioxidant, protecting your thyroid and immune system from age-related decline. To prepare oysters, try them raw with a squeeze of lemon if you're comfortable, or bake them with a light herb topping to preserve nutrients. Avoid heavy sauces that mask their natural flavor and add unnecessary calories. Whether you're battling low energy, brittle nails, or sluggish recovery, oysters are a delicious, science-backed way to nourish your body. But the number one seafood might surprise you. It's not a fish or shellfish, and it's next. 1. Seafood to eat. Number 1, sea moss. Topping our list is sea moss, also known as Irish moss, a marine plant that's gaining recognition for its remarkable benefits for seniors. Far from a trendy fad, sea moss has been used in traditional medicine for centuries. And modern science is now confirming its value as a nutrient-dense superfood for those over 60. Sea moss contains over 90 trace minerals, including magnesium, potassium, sulfur, selenium, and iron, nearly every mineral your body needs to thrive. These minerals are especially important as absorption declines with age. What sets sea moss apart is its role as a plant-based source of collagen precursors, like vitamin C, sulfur, and the amino acid proline. Collagen is the glue that holds your joints, skin, and gut lining together. But production drops sharply after 60, leading to stiff joints, sagging skin, and digestive issues. A 2022 study in Marine Drugs found that seniors consuming sea moss daily for 8 weeks saw a 37% improvement in joint mobility and a 29% reduction in skin dryness, results that rival synthetic supplements. The gut benefits are equally impressive. Sea moss is rich in mucilage, a soluble fiber that forms a soothing, gel-like coating in the intestines. This reduces inflammation, helps repair tiny leaks in the gut lining, and nourishes beneficial bacteria, improving nutrient absorption. A 2021 clinical trial in nutrients showed that seniors taking sea moss for a month experienced a 50% reduction in bloating and irregularity, addressing common complaints like constipation or acid reflux. Better gut health also means stronger immunity and clearer mental focus, both critical for aging well. Sea moss supports multiple systems at once. Its iodine content boosts thyroid function, which regulates energy and metabolism. Its potassium and magnesium balance sodium levels, supporting heart health. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked higher dietary iodine to a 15% lower risk of cardiovascular issues in seniors. Sea moss even aids lung health, with some studies suggesting its antiviral and anti-inflammatory properties ease breathing, especially for those with mild respiratory issues. To prepare sea moss, rinse raw sea moss thoroughly and soak it in water for 12 to 24 hours until it expands. Blend it into a smooth gel, then take 1 or 2 tablespoons daily, mixed into smoothies, teas, or soups. Avoid boiling to preserve its nutrients. The mild, neutral flavor makes it versatile, and its gentle, plant-based nature is ideal for seniors with sensitive stomachs. If you're looking for one food to transform your energy, mobility, and skin health, sea moss is the ultimate choice. Now you know the truth about seafood after 60. Squid, imitation crab, scallops, and shrimp may seem harmless, but their high cholesterol, sodium, allergens, and toxins can strain your heart, joints, and kidneys. On the flip side, sea cucumber, green-lipped mussels, oysters, and sea moss are science-backed powerhouses that rebuild what aging breaks down: your joints, skin, immunity, and energy. These aren't miracle cures, they're natural, nutrient-rich foods that give your body the tools to thrive. We'd love to hear from you. Which seafood surprised you most? Have you tried sea moss or oysters, and did you notice any changes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we're replying to everyone. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon for more science-backed health tips for seniors. Share this with someone over 60 who might be eating shrimp thinking it's healthy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Disclaimer: this video is for informational purposes only and not a substitute for professional medical advice. Consult your healthcare provider before making dietary changes, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions.